Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Nurul, Aisyah, Binti, Mohd, Ridhuan, and my metric number is 08DKM21F1110, and I am from DKM3A. And I will explain about how to make bonfires. Okay, bonfires were the main food used in the past before the existence of today's technology. Nowadays, a bonfire will be an interesting decoration during outdoor gatherings. The warm and exciting flames from the bonfire will give a sense of relaxation to everyone around. Making a bonfire is a fun and easy task, and it requires only dry wood and open space. Okay, the first step that needs to be done is to prepare the pit. Clean the place for the fire pit. Fire pit should be made on bare ground. If you are in a location that has a dedicated fire pit area like a campsite, make a fire there. If you are in an uninhabited area, clear flammable forest material at least 2.5 meters away and make a bonfire in the vacated area. Then dig a hole. Scoop out the area to be used as a bonfire. The center where the fire will be made should be a little deeper so that the fire is more controlled and the embers have a place to fall. Then make a border with stone. Place stone around the area where the bonfire is to be made. The stone will behold the bonfire as well as provide a boundary between the burning wood and other flammable objects. The last step in preparing the pit is to prepare a fire extinguisher. It is best to prepare a fire extinguisher near you when making a bonfire. You can also put a bucket or two of water in there. Water can be a suggestion to put out the fire quickly if necessary. The second step is the technique of lighting a bonfire. At the beginning, collect a kind of straw and twigs. Rubuk or kaul are fragments of dry things that can burn quickly. Things like dry leaf, dry bark, dry grass, and dry wood chip are all good things to use as fire starter. Meanwhile, twigs are larger, but still relatively small pieces of wood that can also burn quickly. Objects such as branch and small stick, the size of a finger are suitable material for starting a fire. The next step is to collect firewood. Walk around the forest and collect pieces of wood about the width and length of your arm. The size can vary, but the wood that will be used as fuel for the bonfire should be the largest and thickest. Firewood should be relatively dry, so do not choose wood that is very flexible and overgrown with moss. Then make a pile of dust. Place the grate in the center of the fire pit. Make a dust layer 0.1 meter per second wide. The opposite technique before lighting a fire is the technique of arranging twigs. Arrange and lean the branch on each other to form a pyramid. Place more twigs until the pyramid structure is strong. Then add larger pieces of firewood to create a larger structure. Finally, light the fire. Use a shovel or rake to light the twigs through the gap in the fire pile. You can also light the twig from the other side. After finishing using the bonfire, we must put out the bonfire so that the fire does not spread and will cause a big fire. Extinguishing the fire by splashing water on the fire. Splash water on the fire instead of pouring a bucket full of water. By splashing water, the fire will go out little by little. If the water is sprinkled all at once, the campfire will be float and become too wet to be used at other times. The very last step is to feel the heat. Turn your palm over and feel the residual heat on the ashes. If the heat is still emanating from the campfire, it means the ashes are still too hot to live. Continue sprinkling water and stirring it. Once the ashes no longer feel hot, it means that the campfire has completely gone out. So the conclusion is how to start a bonfire is not that difficult if we follow the step correctly. The step I just explained are the easiest way to follow. Hopefully my explanation can help everyone in starting the bonfire. Thank you.